Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Kelly from Southwest Knits, and today I thought it'd be really fun to take you through my modest yarn stash and a bit about what I have planned for everything. So this is my lovely wicker basket, and this is where I keep all of my yarn when I'm not using it, when I haven't got works on the go. I generally don't tend to buy yarn unless I already have a project in mind, so I'll buy that specific quantity. Otherwise I know what I'm like. I risk then not being able to find a pattern and getting a little bit lost with that, so I always try to find a project first if I know that I'm going to a yarn shop or something like that. I mean, I've always got something in the background on Ravelry going for it. So this is full of hopeful projects that I would like to make. Sometimes that does change. I'll go through that a little bit. I've got a few different like swatches, or even, you know, parts of garments that I've made so far that I've kind of changed my mind on and then found a new project. So there's organized chaos going on in here, and I'll take you through that. This wicker basket I actually got from one of Ross's friends from work. He intended for it to be a cat bed, but Ross said that we would have it, and I had it for a little while just kind of sitting there not knowing what to do. And then when I started knitting, it was just the absolute perfect place to stash all my yarns. We're only in a very small house, so we don't have a lot of storage space. So as you can see, here is all my lovely yarn that I've got stashed, and let's go through it. So first of all, sitting on the top, I've got some Noro, I think it's the Haunui silk. Yeah, so Noro Haunui silk, and I can't find a shade. So colour 124, I think this one is. And these are beautiful yarns. They're so lovely. They're really soft. They look rustic, which I like. I really like the look of rustic yarn. And I'm also quite lucky because I don't have sensitive skin, so I don't really tend to find things scratchy. But because it's that blend of silk, these are just so nice on the skin. Yeah, you can kind of see that colour and they come in loads of different lovely colour variations too. This isn't actually a project for me. This is a project for my dad. I'm going to make him a jumper, so I have started the ribbing, but it is the Finest Kind by Alicia Plummer. It's a unisex pattern. You can either do the male or the female version, and I love it, so I think I'm going to make one for Dad. He chose it, and then I'll probably end up making one for myself. At the moment I'm not stuck on it, but it's a bottom-up construction. I've never done that before, starting with like the biggest part of the sweater and then working up. Maybe I'm having a bit of a block with that. I have started it, and we'll see how that one goes. I want to get it done hopefully by the autumn time for him. We swim together, so I think that would just be really nice to make him a jumper ready for the autumn time when it starts to get a bit chilly in the mornings again. So that's what we've got first, and these are chunky. These are real chunky, girthy hanks, so they're kind of taking up a lot of space in there. This is quite a nice way of just reorganising things as well, I think. So secondly, what have we got here? We've got the Pascauli Suave extra light organic cotton. So if you've never seen the Pascauli Suave before, there we go. It's a beautiful brushed cotton, so it's really soft, and I guess quite warm as well. But I have read, is that in focus? I have read online that if you iron it, it takes on that more traditional kind of shiny cotton, kind of matte, not matte because it's shiny, but that cotton texture, so it's quite light, and then you can just brush it up again, and then it makes it that bit warmer. So I've got, how many of these? I've got 5 kind of donuts of these, and this is going to hopefully be made into the Lillie tee by, it says Kolibri by Johanna. I hope I'm not butchering that one, but I'm really excited. I only just found this pattern a couple of weeks ago on Ravelry. It's a really beautiful like lace knit tee. I've done a bit of lace knitting before, but I just loved it. And I've seen the Pascauli Suave, and I've never had a pattern to make with it. And then this one, the recommended yarn is the Suave, so I'm excited for that. And I've also never done anything in black before, and in knitting I'm quite colourful, but generally I do wear quite a lot of black, so I think this will go really, really nicely into my wardrobe, and I'm excited for that one. So next, let's pull out, I've got 2 skeins here from Small Flock Yarns. I picked these ones up from the Cold Harbour Mill Fibre Fest. If you haven't heard of that one or haven't been, obviously it's in the UK, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's set at Cold Harbour Mill, and it's really small, so there's only a few vendors there, but you get to walk around the grounds and the mill and see the inner workings of things. They have some of the machines going, and it was really, really fun. They also have lots of talks and demos and workshops that you can go to throughout the day. Me and my friend went to the sheep shearing demo, which was fascinating. I loved it so much, and it was great. My friend spins, so she actually got to pick the sheep and then purchase the fibre afterwards, purchase the fleece afterwards, which was really fun to do. And the Small Flock Yarns were one of the vendors there, and I really loved these 2 colours here. I think they go really nice. So these are made from yarn from their farm, so the sheep they tend to on their farm, and then a neighbouring farm has alpacas, so then they blend that with some alpaca, and I can't remember which way around it is, but one of the alpacas is Bert and one of the alpacas is Ernie, and they had some photos, so obviously I couldn't resist buying 1 skein of Bert and 1 skein of Ernie, and I'm hoping to make the Ovis hat by Caitlin Hunter, so that's got kind of sheep motif on it, and I just thought that would be really fun to make, and then I can wear that to maybe some of the other fibre festivals that me and my friend go to. So I'll show you that one more time. They're really soft and really lovely yarns. So okay, what have we got next? So here I've got the Velveteen Habit by Tribe Yarns. It's 100% cotton chenille, which I think is fantastic. I love that like velour, velvety look, but I don't want the plastic in it. So when I saw this, it was on an introductory offer, and this was the first time I've bought yarn without any kind of plan or projects in mind, but I just knew I had to have some of this. So I bought 1,000 meters, knowing that, you know, that's going to be enough for me to make something, some kind of garment. I can't remember the color. I think the color might be moccasin. I don't think it actually says it on the tag. I think the colour is moccasin, this really beautiful burnt orange, and I have since found a project for this. I'll show you what I did. There we go, I've got it to hand here. So I did actually start making the Moby slipover by Petite Knit with this. This is a pattern I purchased ages ago and still hadn't actually used. So there we go, we'll go this way around. And I do think it was working up really beautifully, a really nice cabled slip over, but because it's cotton, it has absolutely no stretch to it really. So I found that this was just hurting my hands quite a lot, and it's knit on a 3.5mm needle, and I think that is just a bit too small for this. I think Tribe Yarns recommends this as a DK to kind of worsted weight, so I decided I would cut my losses basically, and as much as I like it, I don't think that the texture is picking up quite well on camera, to be fair, but I don't think that the texture shows up enough. This for me needs more of a plain project to just really show off that beautiful velvetyness of it. So I decided to cut my losses on this one. I had a lot of fun making it up until this point, and I've actually started something else with that now, which is fine. So I'll probably end up having to unravel that at some point, but that's okay. I'm still really proud of what I did there. That's quite an intricate pattern. Obviously I've not been knitting for that long, so I still really like that. So what have we got next? Let's go for the Isager Palet. This is in the colour Granite, and again this is 100% cotton. I have mentioned before that actually knitting with cotton, it kind of hurts my hands. I don't enjoy it quite as much as I enjoy knitting with wool. I think I'll probably get used to it at some point, and you know, summer knits and all of that jazz. But I bought this one along with the Trio 1 in the shade Granite as well. Trio 1 is cotton, linen and lyocell blend, with the plan to make the, oh gosh, it's one of the ones by, is it the Sevilla blouse by Petite Knit? One of her blouses. I started, as you can see, again, started making it, but I just wasn't really enjoying it, to be honest with you. And I think I looked at the pattern, I'd seen the pattern quite a lot, and originally I thought, oh yeah, that's great. But actually, I don't know whether it's going to suit me that much. I don't know whether that style of boat neck I'm really that into, to be honest with you. So again, I decided to cut my losses and stop, and knew that eventually I would probably find something to make with it. And actually, I have found a project that I'd like to make. It's the Milsey tee by Crea Bea or Crea Bea. I'll link it all down in the description anyway, but she's just bought that one out, and I'm really excited for that. I bought some buttons for it as well. Let me go and find the buttons, because I just think, you know, with the colour, with the buttons, it's going to look great. I'll go and find those. Okay, so the buttons that I purchased to go along with this, they're shell buttons, but they have little glittery beetles on them. That's not going to focus, is it? I'll get a close-up of that one and show you, but I just think they are absolutely adorable. Little glittery beetles, and I think that that's going to go quite well with the colour of the palette. If I don't have to hold the Trio 1 with it, then I won't. I'll swatch it up at some point. That'll probably be next on the list of things to do. I'll swatch that one up and see, because if I don't have to hold, I think it's the linen, to be honest with you. I think it's the linen that actually feels least nice on my hands as I'm knitting. But again, I don't know, maybe I'll get used to it. It'll probably be fine. Right, so next in here I've got the Dansk Pelsold 8/2 by Hjelholts Uldspinderi. I'm having fun trying to pronounce these names. So this is a yarn that I got when I was in Copenhagen. I went to Copenhagen back in February. We did lots of amazing yarn shopping. I had so much fun, and I knew that I wanted to get something by this brand because it's a Danish yarn. Obviously, prior to going out there, I didn't know how expensive all of the yarn was going to be. I didn't know how expensive Copenhagen was going to be in general. It's still worth it, don't get me wrong. I had an absolute blast, and we're going to go back again in the summer. But I didn't realise how expensive it would be. And I had made all my notes because I had, again, a project in mind that I wanted to make. Originally, I was going to make the Moby slipover. That's why I bought this. So I went through the shop, went through a couple of shops, and actually there was one called Summer Fuglin, which means summer bird in Danish, which is a butterfly. I love that so much. That was just down the road from our hotel. I think it was maybe like 5 places down, like 5 buildings down. And that's where I found this. And I just got overexcited, didn't I? I was in the yarn shop. There's all these beautiful yarns that I see online but never see in person. Got overexcited and I bought the wrong yarn, didn't I? So I was meant to get the 5/2. I got the 8/2, which is a fingering weight yarn. Luckily, I realised before we went home, and I was racking my brains on what to do, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to buy an extra couple of hanks, because obviously there's 400 metres per skein in this. So I thought I'll buy an extra couple and I can just hold it double and I'll find a project. And again, I did find a project. I'm making that one. It's currently in hibernation just for a bit, but I'll do a little tour of all my hibernation projects and you'll see that one then. I am going to pick it up again eventually, but until then I've just got this beautiful yarn. I have caked some of it up, as you can see. So that's chilling in here. It's such a beautiful red colour. I really like it. Have I even shown it to the camera yet? Look at that. That is such a gorgeous red. I don't really wear red that much. So I think that's probably why I was, you know, compelled to buy this. I need, I've got like a neutral to warm skin tone, so I need quite warm colours, and I think this red is warm enough that it's not going to wash me out too much, but we'll see. Whatever, I love it, and it's got that kind of bit of, a bit of a story to it. It's the yarn that I purchased when we were out in Copenhagen, so whatever happens, I'm sure I'm going to love it. So next up we have got Cautiva by Wooldreamers, and this is in the colour 442G. This is leftovers from the second jumper that I ever made. It was the Lakes Pullover by, is it Ozetta? Lakes Pullover by Ozetta, and I cropped that jumper quite a lot basically, so I ended up with a lot left over. I held it with the Holst Garn Titicaca in Wasabi. So you can see that there. It is 100% alpaca and it's so soft. I love it. And this one is, there's a really lovely story behind the yarns by Wooldreamers. I can't actually find it now. It's Transhuman Flock wool. It's 100% local wool. But that colour match, considering I ordered that online, so I got this one from Crea Bea, then I got the Holst Garn from Knit With Me, a shop in Richmond. I think I did really well with that colour match, and I love that jumper. I wear it all the time. So I have leftovers now. I think, let's do a bit of maths, shall we? I'll get my calculator, not mental maths, obviously, calculator maths, and see how much I've got left over, because I would love to find something in the winter. I'm obsessed with this colour. It's like that perfect pickle brine green, and I love pickles, so I'm ready to wear them. 170 times 3. Plus a bit more that I've got left, but if we do times 3, so 500, so I've got at least 510 meters of this. So I mean, that is a fair whack. I could do like a slip over, or maybe like a hooded scarf or something like that. So that's probably what this is going to go to, but again, for now it's just chilling out in there. I could do something with a bit of color work, really, couldn't I? Oh, I've got it tangled here, but we'll see. That's just there, waiting for the perfect project. Right, onwards. So more leftovers here. This is the Retrosaria Rosa Pomar Joao. Again, I'll tag it all down below so you don't have to listen to my terrible pronunciations or just go by that. This is a sport weight yarn in this beautiful kind of like cacao colour. It's quite rough, but I held it with these leftover mohairs that I've got here. This is just Isager soft silk mohair. I made the Burgos vest with these, so it's a striped vest. And again, I wear that all the time. I love it, love it, love it so much. So I've got some leftovers here. I've not a lot, but I think I could definitely make a hat or something. I might make like a stripy hat that will match the vest, so then I can wear the vest in like spring, summertime, and then the hat in wintertime. Yeah, love that. Okay, so moving on, let's go to some sock yarn. So I have got a lot of different colour sock yarn. This is a Isager Sock. And originally, these were intended to make the herding cow socks by Stone Knits. And again, you're going to see a theme here. I like to fly too close to the sun. I'd never made socks before. I'd never even done colour work before, but I decided I was going to do like 3-stranded colour work in a pair of socks. Obviously never got around to doing that. It took me ages to figure out the right needles that I was meant to use. I have so many different kind of short Chiaogu cables now before finally realising, oh, I need to get the 9-inch circulars. So these are hanging about waiting for a project. I think so. Ross would like a pair of the herding cat socks, and actually you can do those 2-stranded colour work. I have a black cat, Gigi. I'm surprised he's not come around. Oh, he's outside at the moment. He's a black cat. I have a black cat. So I think what I'll do is I'll actually make Ross a pair of socks with the black there. That'll be perfect. And maybe with the green or white background, we'll figure it out. But it's always nice to have some sock yarn. You never know when you're going to want to cast something on with the sockies. Okay, so right here we've got, at the start of this video I said I never buy yarn without having a project in mind. Actually I clearly do, don't I? So I have some unspun yarn here. And again, I bought this from Cold Harbour Mill. I cannot remember who I bought it from. It doesn't have a tag on here. I've never used unspun yarn before, but I really want to. So I guess it's like the Plutalopi or the Manchalopi. And it's a lovely cobalt blue colour. I don't know much in the way of whether it's going to match my hair colour or not. I think that will actually. Yeah, that's probably going to be fine. But I don't even know how much I've got of it. I'm going to make a hat with it. I've heard that you need to knit quite loose with unspun yarn, and I'm quite a tight knitter, so I think that's going to be a really good lesson in chilling out and relaxing a little bit while I knit. I did say to Ross I could make him a hat out of this, but it's a little bit scratchy and he has got a sensitive skin, so we'll see. I'll make a hat and then someone can, you know, grab that off me. That'll be absolutely fine. Okay, so these ones I've had in my stash for a long time. Probably, yeah, I think I went up to Bristol. So I went up to Bristol last year, possibly November time, to see my cousin, and he lives just up the road from No Frills Knitting. So we popped into the shop. And you know what, maybe this is going to give me a kick up the bum to actually do this, because I feel really bad now. So he purchased these yarns, so the Gynt by Sandnes Garn. Beautiful, never used it before, so I am excited to use it, but I can't see a colour on here. But anyway, for a hot water bottle cover, and we did joke at the time that, you know, don't worry, don't rush, but just, you know, maybe make it before the hottest months of the year. And what are we? We're in the hottest months of the year, and I've still not even done it. So I actually feel quite guilty about that now. I'm going to crack on. He wants a cable knit. He wants a cable knit hot water bottle cover, and they actually give you. So I've got one. I've got it here. They actually give you a pattern when if you can buy this, and then they'll give you the pattern for the hot water bottle cover. It's just a really simple one there. It's on kind of like a QR code that you scan. But he wants a cable in that. So I'll either just add a cable going down the middle, maybe, or a couple down the side. That might be quite nice. Or I'll go on Ravelry and I'll find a cable knit pattern. And if I don't have enough yarn, I'll just buy some more and hope for the best. So yeah, so we've got that one. And then at the same time, I actually bought some Tynn Gynt tweed in a really nice flecked browny cocoa colour, which is really gorgeous, to make myself a mini hot water bottle cover. You only need one skein for it, and I have a mini hot water bottle. I've got 3 hot water bottles. I love hot water bottles. I literally had one this morning. So I wanted to make myself, and none of them have covers, obviously, why would they? So I was going to make myself one, and like I said, just haven't got around to it, but I will. This is giving me motivation. I'm going to do it. I'm going to knit myself and my cousin. My cousin's first. I'm going to knit the hot water bottle cover. So we haven't got much left now. Oh my goodness. Right, let's move on to the Isager Highland wool. Now, I've got a lot of this. It is in what colour? In the colour moss. Really, really beautiful colour. Lovely green there. I love my greens. So yeah, I've got this one and a partially knitted piece of the project that I was going to make that I didn't put on I probably did put it on a stitch holder at some point, but maybe I needed to use it for something else. And I think I just lost a bit of steam with this one. Can you see? I don't even know what way it's, yeah, that way. So it's meant to go that way. Look at that texture. I love it so much, and it's really light because this is a lace weight yarn, and it was going to be the only Lovers Left pullover by Sarah Ottoson. No, it's like a Henley top, so I bought some really cute mushroom buttons for it, but it's knit on a 3mm needle. And again, I started this one really early on into my knitting journey, and I think it was a bit daunting about just how long it was going to take because it's on a 3mm needle. But seeing it now, there are definitely some mistakes, so I would take it all back and start again, but seeing it now, actually this has made me really want to do this project again. I thought, well, you know, I can use this yarn for anything. I could hold it with something, or I could hold it, you know, double or triple depending on what I need. But this has made me want to go through and actually do this project, actually complete this project. No matter how long it takes, it might be a nice slow winter project to do, but we'll see. So there's that. And then finally, we have got, this is, oh gosh, it's by Wooldreamers. I love Wooldreamers so much. I love their colour palette. I love their company, like kind of the ethos of their company. And this is 90 Varas in the colour Cloud. Look, I've thrown away all the tags. But yeah, 90 Varas, colour Cloud. It's a fingering weight yarn, and I bought this for a pullover. It was like a vest top because it had buttons on it, a lacy knit one, and I bought this to be my plain journey knit when we went over to Copenhagen, and I did the back and I did love it, but I think I didn't gauge swatch for it. Naughty me. I didn't gauge swatch for it, and it wasn't coming. I measured it and it wasn't on gauge at all. So I just unraveled it all and decided I'll just make something else with it. And I haven't found what that thing's going to be yet, because it's that fingering weight. What I'm thinking actually might be nice to get maybe a mohair or an alpaca and make a shawl with it or something, or a nice scarf. I love my scarves, so I might make that. Because the other thing is, again, this isn't really my colour. This is a really like grey colour. And I'm wearing a grey colour now, but it's a warm grey. This is quite like a cool toned grey, I think. And it washes, every time I put it against my skin, I feel like it washes me out a little bit. So if I hold something else with it, that will counteract that, won't it? So I think that might be the plan for that one. But again, we'll see. I'm looking forward to coming into autumn time and being able to get excited about winter accessories. I mean, I could do that now, but 'tis the season for summer knits. So, and I've got lots of plans. So maybe I think that one will go towards some kind of shawl or scarf, and I'll just hold a mohair or alpaca strand with it. I don't actually have that much stuff with mohair. Like I say, it doesn't make me feel itchy or anything, but I don't dislike the look of it. But I think I actually like the look of less fuzz. I think. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind. I change my mind all the time. But that was it. I think that's it anyway. So thank you everyone for watching me go through my yarn stash. It's been quite good for me because I've got definitely some extra inspiration and maybe a little bit of motivation as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm going to pack all of my yarns back up now, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Gigi, you come and say hello. Hello, baby. Hello.